stuns were actually pretty big in the last match. I think this also removes a lot of that burst potential too that I thought was pretty huge. So Laguna. I don't feel like Silencer is as strong either in the lane, but I think it's still a very strong lane because you're going to be able to use that Tusk, and it is playing into a weak lane. I want to see them actually set up a tri-lane, or at least just have Hanskin at the start be a tri-lane to enable this Morphling to get him up to that level 3 so he can actually farm safely.
Yeah, and do you like this approach from Alliance to sort of allow OG to have such a similar draft? I mean, I guess it does give you that bonus of, well, you have just played against something very similar, so you kind of know what to expect.
I will commit this to memory.
Yes, you know what you're going to play against, but you're giving them the Magnus, which they always look so comfortable on it. So...
Well, it's a risk. I mean, the question will be, you know, Alliance's lineup. If you look at this lineup compared to what they came in with game 1, do you sort of see this lineup doing better against the play style that OG was bringing in that first game?
I feel like it looks kind of similar, to be honest with you. They have the Nikobaby on a super hard carry with. At least they have like this big save behind him, but it's similar, right? Like last time, the Yami Knight save, and then they have Limp on a very traditional kind of just standard mid hero. It's a DK. I feel like the DK is in a way similar to the Puck. So it does feel like there's a lot of similarities from the Alliance draft this time around. I feel like the big change is Hanskin and S4 together. S4 playing Pugna that he can actually threaten more. I feel like he had a really rough time on the Underlord. I feel like maybe with this one he could do a little bit more. But it looks similar. I feel like OG's got a very comfortable draft. They've got this silencer that can work well with Global to counteract the Oracle. Oh, I like what they've got going for them.
I mean, it's going to be a big test for Alliance. There's no doubt about it. That last game, the OG, PA Magnus, I mean, they might get ready for a repeat, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see. They've certainly got the heroes that would indicate that. Alliance is going to have to come in with something very clever to break down what OG has shown. I mean, not only in that game 1, but multiple games to just be incredibly proficient with.
Yeah. I see Hanskin, he fissures off the first wave. He's going to fissure off the second wave as well. I really do kind of want to see him like back up and just like TP top and try to set up for this tri-kill, like a tri-lane and just get a kill so that Nikobaby. I think once the Morphling gets level 3, you're in such a much more comfortable position because you have the attribute shift. But before that, you can just get punished super hard by this Tusk and this Silencer.
Yeah, I mean, that would not be a bad shout, because I imagine if you have 3 heroes, you're sort of looking at the Silencer, and you could really bully the Silencer on the early levels. I mean, it's a squishy offlane.
Yeah, you can just kill him, and then if he comes back, you kill him once more, and the lane's over for him. So we'll see what Hanskin wants to make moves, but I really do want to see him try to play a little bit around top. He's going to just play around bottom to help S4 and just get him a double wave. We'll see how much it pays off. It's top. We see FNG die. That's that super strong dual lane of OG.
Nikobaby as well, taking a lot of damage.
Gotta be careful.
Seb. It's what you're saying already. Weaknesses to be shown whilst they just have to turn them up here. 7 Sacks able to find that first blood.
Oh, and look at the wave. Look at the way the wave is going right now too. So it's going to be pushing into OG's favor. Look, Nikobaby can't even walk up and hit a creep.
Does not look like an easy lane for this Morph.
Tatsa might go down
Fine.
here.
Wow. And they got him. All right. Nikobaby needs that.
Because the creep wave is so massive, they actually haven't killed off many. So level 2 was picked up on Alliance first over OG, even though they had both for quite some time. Both of the Alliance heroes at level 2 first.
Good news for Lars in the mid lane. Limp is he's smashing Thompson.
Holy.
14 for 5 against the 3 for 1. I mean, in Quaswex, Invoker obviously lifestyle when it comes to right clicking, but I mean, this is sort of taking it to another level. The amount that Limp's beating.
Yeah, just such a massive base damage advantage. The Breathe Fire even, like minus 15 damage on the Invoker. I saw Thompson start with EP first at level 1 to try to secure the range creep and wasn't able to. So it's just a very tough matchup for Thompson.
Courier has been killed.
Ain't no tell. Run down Hanskin's courier. Continuing to try and do his best to slow down Mid1, mess with him with a Decrepit Fire, but it is so far. Mid1 not showing any struggles when it comes to last hitting down here. Still good farm on the safe lane PA.
Denied.
Lane position now is still a little bit awkward here for Nikobaby. It's Not in a great spot. You see the way Sox is playing on the side. He's not letting them pull the lane back to the top lane. So it's applying a lot of pressure on Nikobaby to not walk up to get these creeps in FNG.
See, at the same time, Nikobaby's going to go straight for Seb. Make sure Seb's not in a position to get on top of FNG. Nikobaby just trying his best to punch Seb back. Curse is upon him, and Seb creating some good damage right over his way. Seb out of regen though. To be a little cautious, so Sax as well, nothing to share, Seb.
Playing the lane very well, actually, on Alliance. All things considered, he's in like a little bit of an awkward position, but the way that they're actually playing it heads up, like FNG, he's actually not trying to pull, he's just playing it right there in the lane, trying to get this level advantage. And they've got the level 3 of the Morphling already done, so the most, you know, the scariest time for Nikobaby is already gone now. Rune secure.
It's going to be spawning Thompson. He's got Tornado, and it's actually just what we're using it straight up and try and grab it. Waste time away from the wave. We'll just deny it.
He's starting to recover a little bit. It's going to take him some time as this Invoker. But matchup for sure. This was just pretty DK favored one. Bottom
goes out. That's going to get a couple of tower hits in as well with these body blocks. Cripplify will save him from the last one. Good damage onto Hansken. See if they can finish this off. They've got the Empower. This is Hotel. It's getting turned up on. He's got a stick full of charges. We'll be able to outdo the damage from the blast and allows him to turn with a shockwave. Mid one steps it. Very low right now. Mid one and no tail. They'll have to concede that they've got no regen on the two of them. They try and hang around, but this is a scary place for him to be now against the blast of Alliance.
Yeah, this duel is actually, they're actually quite strong versus PA. They haven't slowed him down too much. He still has those 22 last hits, but we're seeing that this magic damage that comes into play, the decreps, all these wand charges built up, and also even just the totem. The fact that it has True Strike, he can just punch the PA back through that evasion that she does have. It all adds up.
Got it.
Now the Morph will start to get a little bit more secured farm in comparison to the PA. Alliance lane setups are definitely working right now.
Hansken, he's close to the tower. Actually get aggressively skewered upon by No Tail. Damage to finish him S4. Has got a Decrepify to help him out with. Come out, try him a bit of time. Everyone is going to look for the jump, and he's got it. Jump straight over. Same time, Deb goes down on the top lane. Nikobaby and FNG able to find him. Still down bottom, trying to fight on towards S4. One's low. But one charges S4. Final blast. One has now got some has us out.
Yeah, and they
tap into good position.
They both got themselves the raindrops. They're in the pressure lanes, so they're making sure they can at least sustain through that one there.
Seb coming back into the game. They're going to try and set up onto Limp. They brought the three of them in, straight in they go. TP's not coming in from Alliance, but can they help Limp in time? It's a lot of damage. FNG's going to try and do his best, but the Tornado's out. Goes down. Coordinated move there from OG. I mean, realizing that they need to bring both in. Saxer alone is not going to have the damage. Both him and Seb coming into mid, and they're able to open this up and allow Thompson to really start catching up, as he was already starting to do so. 24-5 against the 35 as well, but those sort of kills, very important for him early on to make sure that he doesn't lose complete control of the lane.
Yeah, and they actually can bring 7. He didn't really have anywhere else to go on the map, so that's like the best possible move, and it ends up getting them that nice kill there because of that tag team combo. Then he gets a little bit of int, and loses, you know, DK loses a little bit of int, which these things can end up. He loses too much int. Nikobaby gonna be very happy though, as he's, you know, the aggression was pushed out of that top lane for a moment. He's been able to he's been given quite a bit of space here to farm up.
And do you think there's sort of a likelihood of which way Nikobaby is going to go this game? Would we be getting the Manta first, or are we seeing reason for an E-Blade rush this match?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think he might need the Manta.
Radiant are scanning.
He's playing into like the global and all that. It just fits too well. But he does have Pugna for the blow up, and they are fairly squishy.
Top lane, Limp's trying to come in with this move, but he has been scanned, so Seb knows what's up.
Tatsu.
for Saxa instead. He's able to dodge the Dragon Tail stun though, whip the snowball. Still, they're moving in upon him. Nikobaby jumping in, stunning into Sax, using the tag team against him. Finds full balance to get that kill. Maybe they can get more with the snowball. Got it. Nikobaby is rolling in. Seb's courier also going to take a hit. Roots out onto Seb, diving in. No help coming in for the offlane silencers. Seb will go down, same time down bottom. OG making pretty much the mirrored move. Rotation comes in from Thompson and a literal reflection of what was happening on the top lane. 2 heroes down, 1 bottom.
Limp can actually pressure tower, though, is the difference. He's going to be able to get the majority of this on here, while Thompson, he has to make the move. Does he want to react to top, or does he want to try to pressure into the mid lane? It looks like it's a reaction to top. Starting to sprint his way over there. He already has that medallion queued up. We know that this is going to be a very similar game plan as last time for OG. Just buff mid one. It's going to be much harder versus mid one, though, with what he's against. There's a Pugna on the enemy team, too. But these decreps are something he has to play around.
Middle tower is under attack.
Well, a lot more control, some harder stuns this time.
Yeah.
Hanscan and DK.
Mid one.
Limp going for this blink. Gets in with the Dragon Tail on those later levels. It's a long duration as once more, sort of like last game, towards Saxa to make those snowball saves for the PA.
Just be able to avoid those. They also have the silence, which is very fortunate. They can always cover him with that too. At bottom, medallion's finished. Thompson, he moves.
You're right, this medallion pickup just enables the PA so much earlier. Dropping it down on the target now with the cold snap. Mid one can just jump on these heroes. Even someone like S4. S4 is very vulnerable to this as well.
He's considering even going
to grab and fight.
Yeah, he's considering going for bottom too. He has the dispel too. If that decrypt comes out, he can tornado off too.
This should be an easy setup. And we have it. Tornado to take the Decrepify away, and Thompson making the magic happen. Making the magic happen on this Invoker, making those moves, and essentially just counter to the counter that the Pugna wishes to be against the PA. That Tornado, and mid one still going to get the kills.
Limp may have put the pressure on top, gotten the tower, also getting this kill on Saxa. You know, these moves from Thompson has put him quite a bit above that DK, and enabled the PA a lot.
Yeah. And that's only going to speed up the Solar Crest. And you got to imagine what he's able to do with that in this sort of lineup. We're seeing already the early medallion, what he's achieving. Once that Solar Crest is complete, it does feel like we're just going to see sort of a repeat of what happened in the first game. Mid one's going to be in all these opportunities where he's just set up for success. He already has been. He's 2-0-3 so far in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. And they're going to be lacking a little bit on stuns, though, like we were mentioning. They don't have Sep for them, but they have these globals. Sep, Invis trying to set up on bottom.
Radiant's
the Lance knows this is up. S4 being very careful.
Radiant's middle tower
knocking on mid. FNG and Nikobaby are kind of connecting toward mid.
They're going to try and lead onto Limp. I think for the damage, no tail coming across. Limp, they're just going to drop the ults here. Leave the chance for Limp to be saved. I mean, they knew that FNG was coming in. He did have the false promise, so the global wasn't necessary to make sure that ult didn't come in onto the DK.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The small usages of their abilities just a little bit better from OG here in this start. 8 to 5, 11 minutes. Nikobaby top of that chart, but
Radiant's bottom
you know inevitably this PA, he's going to start ramping up way faster than this Morphling does. And they're going to start keeping up that pace as soon as he gets there, so.
Would you say that the Morphling has a better chance of carrying against this sort of lineup compared to Troll?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's versus a lot less disables that he has to worry about. That's the one thing I am looking at. He does always have to save from behind. I would say, yeah.
Tornado on the hand, and that'll finish him off. I mean, again, every time that Thompson swings down this bottom lane, there just seems very little that S4 and Hanscan can do to deal with this. Hanscan's very squishy, and S4, the Decrepify, is just not going to do anything against this constant Tornado that Thompson has awaited.
Are fortified.
Maybe he's got the tower finally taken out, but it was denied. Sox is able to get a deny versus a Pugna. Usually isn't something you see happen. Yeah, I think the other thing about the Morphling versus the PAs too is that Morphling has, like, you're always going to be insane on armor. Sure, Troll has good armor, but it's nothing in comparison to Morph and Terrorblade.
Sure, like, you're going to need some serious crits on the PA attack. You burst the Morph before he's able to start shifting.
Yeah.
So sort of getting the kill alone is unlikely, but you know, if anything was to go by from that last performance from OG, they never really are alone. They're always making moves as a team. And mid one, I think is this even a quicker Deso time in the game? I think it is.
It's gonna. I mean, you know,
I think it's about 14 minutes last game. This game is going to be it's pretty much pre-13 minutes. Look for the jump on him. The side with the waveform, no tail, RP in 10, so not available for now.
He's still getting to run down and hit a lot.
Got FNG here with a false promise, he'll have to come out. They need to use it to keep him safe. It's going to be that FNG will be left behind. All whilst this is happening, again down bottom lane. I mean, we can't keep up with the kills. They're everywhere. They're chasing here. Thompson's just handling them on this bottom lane. He's 6-0-2. Thompson's having just an insane game on this Invoker. He's going to have Solar Crest done. At the same time, this Tessa comes out on PA. I mean,
oh my, that is. Oh, you know, last game he struggled a lot on the Invoker.
Yeah.
This time around, he's like, all right, you know what?
He's having an easy game.
I'll show you guys how it's actually done. Having the dream, and we see he's ruining S4's game so badly. 0-3-0. This Pugna, who's having an okay time to pressure bottom, is just game's now so. This hero, as Pugna too, is very volatile because you're so squishy. You start to die a couple times now. It might just be changing.
Hunting for him. Thompson, can he get the grab? Yes, he can. Cold snaps out. Chance to block him in as well. Almost certainly fall. A punch up, and he's taken out. The global comes out from Seb. They're looking to punch into Nikobaby. Tornado out once more. Two of them. Sunstroke off the mark though. Now it's turned up. It's Dragon Tail on Saxa. Fish is there as well, so OG will lose a couple. Nice having a punch back, but again, another death on S4. Thompson just continues to find all the glory. The space is there for this top tower to fall. They are able to get the deny. Now mid one and Notail. They're going to look to chase down Lim. FFG's heading over to help out. Stun comes out onto Notail. Has got the RP ready to pop if they do try and commit, and they do respect this. They back away, and Thompson just consistently on the hunt. He's already positioned up in the jungle, seeing who steps over.
He's so mobile around the map. He's just getting across so quick to join up with his team. Mid one, he's got this item finished up. Solar Crest is done too. Alliance, they have to just be careful about how they die around the map, because Roche is always going to be a threat as Hanskin.
Nearly been found solo by Saxa. He'll be coming in. So on Meadow will clip him. Sunstroke's down. Thompson. It's just running in a bit of the Thompson show. Seb in the river. Got him. Managed to find Seb. You look at Thompson's Invoker, you look at Mid-One's PA, and you just ask yourself, how are they going to lose this game? Maybe like this. That's a big start from Nico.
He could be chasing for Notail as well. This is some crazy diving, but I like it.
Maybe this is the man who's going to do it. Can Nikobaby carry this game? Sunstroke and RP's out as well as the shockwave. Isn't enough, he's going in for more. He's able to get it. Thompson's able to push it back with the Deafening Blast, but Nikobaby, he's got the 2 kills.
And now he's joining him. He's fine. Wow. That is...
I mean, can Nikobaby can he out-carry this PA and Invoker that have had a phenomenal opening?
How many levels did he actually get for that? For killing the PA too? I think he'd get as much as I thought he was going to get. 500, okay, 512. Just kidding. He got quite a lot. Looking to snowball some kills to a Seb mid. Gets drained down too. Alliance punching back. All because of Nikobaby's quick wit and quick moves around the ward position.
Massive pops in by Nikobaby with that.
OG's now very aware that there's a ward in that area, but Alliance, they have the high ground. They've lost access to their ancients there for quite some time now.
Jump. Lip. Got the jump. They got the burst on Notail. They do.
Radiant's
another move whilst they're under attack. Positioned on this high ground, keeping OG out of their triangle. Stab OG. Do they want to try and run into this? They're going to start with the curse. One. Leading up with Saxa. That's what's going to be turned upon first. Mid-one jumping over the globals out. Is there any save for Saxa? So S4 there is. Lips able to get the stun out. Doesn't save S4 though. The physical hit still coming in from Mid-one. Takes him out. Over towards FNG goes. FNG has to sell false promise. They're trying to ping out Nikobaby. They want to turn for this Morphling as they leave FNG. Nikobaby the other way, fall out to the side. Gets away.
They were waiting for that. They were just waiting for DK form to start ticking away because they see Hanskin farming bottom. They had the numbers in there. So immediately global, they charge in. Nikobaby, he has the Ghost Walk effect. He should be fine.
Although he's just going to go for Hanskin bottom.
Oh, he's so close to the blink dagger. He's literally been farming down here for the last 2.5 minutes.
He's just 100 gold off. Oh, it's the worst time to die as a Shaker. 100 gold, you blink. And Thompson's just gone and killed you again. Godlike on the Invoker. So the loss just counted the amount of times that Thompson's been able to kill Hanskin and S4. They've just been kills for the tanking each and every time this Invoker's moved.
I think all 9 of his kills, it feels like. It is going to be either that Earthshaker or Pugna who makes the quick move. And they make the quick move of getting it to reclaiming their Ancients. When they see that Earthshaker still bottom, they know they have the numbers. Mid one.
Dire's bottom
pushing out towards top. They're trying to make a smoke to catch him off. Limp might actually be able to do so. They got the scan successful too.
They can burst it. Oh, actually getting around the two of them, but right, they're able to jump straight back over. And they've got the burst. A big catch to be found. Lions absolutely keeping this game much closer than game 1 did. They do have Limp and Nikobaby on just heroes that haven't been shut down so far. And Nikobaby...
Oh, he's got the Earthshaker on his team. He's clearing up the axe.
Let's go, baby. Let's see it in action. Going
well,
to... it comes out late, though. Now he's straight in onto them. They're just going to jump over. They've got the Dragon Tail Sun. There will be a save from Saxon with the Snowball. Thompson learns to get the cold snap. Deafening Blast onto FNG. FNG has to false promise himself. Now Thompson's out with the Ghost Wall. He's out of the range of the Sentry. He'll make it out of there. No Tail also able to skewer out of the action. As the
next ball can't get the dust in range.
But there we have it. I mean, Saxa, you know, try to put him on this task. Always there to make the snowball saves.
Yep. Oh, did you point out Thompson having a crit?
I was having a look at that, my friend. There's a crit on the Invoker. What's going on?
I guess he feels like he's going to be put in positions where he can right-click?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it. This is a lot of fun, ladies and gentlemen. Crystallis Invoker coming to a pump near you.
It's global.
Out.
Can they actually chase anything? Uh-oh.
They're already able to step out. I just got to be a bit careful if Lions want to swing back in on this.
Liv's got the blink. Got to look for it onto the high ground. Still got a few seconds on his old form. And yeah, they find Seb.
They're jumping on Seb. They want to try and chase for more here. Limp. He's running in, but the Dragon Form comes to an end. He back off.
Big boost for Alliance, just every time. Seems like they're playing around their vision very well, contesting this triangle area. And I think the comment about this Ags Morphling with the Earthshaker, it's True Strike. Remember how we
I was just about to say,
True Strike, baby.
It's genius.
That's the only reason that I'd sell for it, is because
that's why they're doing it. That's absolutely why they're doing it, so they can just one-shot this PA with a physical True Strike hit. It's smart. This is some big brain stuff from Alliance. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna pay off?
They're definitely possible in this game here.
Be good timing on the axe.
Yeah, it's already halfway there. But the important thing is, what level is Hanskin, right? Because he's only got the level 1 totem. He's got to start maxing it. Otherwise, that axe is going to be very underwhelming because he's only level 9.
Got to get some points in that ASAP.
Yeah, they got to start giving him the tomes. Give pretty much. Yeah, they've got a tome flying up.
Another jump onto Seb.
Radiant's middle
goes down.
Is under attack.
I mean, Seb is struggling in this game. It's just proven to be an easy kill. 5 Alliance having no trouble getting on top of this silencer. Single time in this fight. And you know, you said before, you're not a huge fan of the offlane silencer. You know, this is sort of the chance for it to be shown to the top level. You know, Seb, he's playing it, but so far it's still not looking amazing. The silencer still definitely having its weaknesses.
Especially when he's against the gap closers. The Limp Dragon Knight with a blink, Morphling just with natural waveform. It's not easy for this. I mean, Nikobaby, 40-6. He's had this flawless game when he was up against a pretty tough pressure lane. He's kept it cool.
Yeah, he really has.
And they're looking to dive past here, maybe trying to catch Thompson. It's deep. He knows something's up. I mean, it feels like they've been here for the last 6 minutes, just taking this whole triangle away, not letting the PA farm his Ancients. But we have seen mid one, he's going to the opposing side. He's stealing away their Ancients a couple of times, so he is finding his farm. Well, for a very greedy build, though, he's going to be going for that Aghanims.
It is, isn't it? Hey, you sort of go for that when you assume you're going to be getting kills in these fights. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be the case, right? It's not a game where you are ahead. Alliance are starting to get a lead, and we'll see what he's able to do with the Axe, but I don't think it's going to make it insane, unless he's able to pull off some sick dodges.
Dodges or dispels? Because he can dispel Pugna Decrypt as well as the Disarm, which are two of the biggest ones, I would imagine. We'll see. I mean, mid one always goes for the super greed. Like last game too, he went for like the S and Y and Titanic. He's all about just trying to be as greedy as possible. And but look at this, FNG, he circles the area. They're starting to know where mid one's farming.
Oh, they
finds him.
Haskins over with the Echo. He's buying time for the team to come in. Nikobaby's turns up. Mid one's going to turn, kill off Haskins. Now going to look towards Nikobaby. But Limp's over as well with the extra bit of backup. And Nikobaby gets a kill. As that is pretty much going to be the Aghanims done on Nikobaby.
Heads up scan by Alliance. They're just like, what the hell is mid one? This last like 5 minutes. What's going on here? So FNG gets that scan. Hanskin with no hesitation. It's a big kill. There's Nikobaby again. That's twice now that Nikobaby has gotten these kind of solo kills onto the PA. And why? Got that Aghanim. He's really doing it this match. He's been kind of neat. But meanwhile, mid though, the rest of his team under a bit of fire here is Limp. Yeah, help back here. The global silence coming out. Is there any help for this Dragon Knight? Doesn't look like it. Snowball's out. Limp. Oh, he lived long enough.
He got the false promise off. He's going to live Limp. He's going to be able to blink out. Clutch saves coming in between S4 and FNG. They keep their Dragon Knight alive. And now S4 turns. Be able to kill off No Tail.
Oh my god.
A brilliant saves from Alliance.
Global not long enough. They don't have the damage to this dude. Go through this tanky DK with a plate mail. Huge saves coming between the two of them.
Nice. Managed to get back in onto S4. Hanskin's going to try and jump over the fish to help out. But now he's in trouble himself. Left low. But too long. Nikobaby stepping over. Look to zip in and kill off Saxa. We'll get it. Saxa goes down. Looking towards mid one. The definitely blast from Thompson pushes the two of them back. Baby can chance to. He's going to have the morph in a second.
They can actually jump for him with the alacrity.
Very hard to burst him now. The Dragon Tail, No Tail moving into position. RP down at Nikobaby's got a lot of strength shifted up though. Holds the Manta. Out with the waveform. Turns to the Magnus. Using that skewer to break away from the fight. He's out of there. He will get left behind. Bit of a scrappy disengage there from Alliance, all starting with S4 not quite being able to get back in time. He goes down and the rest of the team got to get roped into the action.
Dire's courage.
Straight to come in for a rush. Thompson scouts the courier with the Sun Strike. He's able to get it.
They can contest it, Tom.
They have everything. They have the Echo in what, 5 seconds?
Yeah. They're just going to be a bit cautious. They're going to try and smoke and get the jump. S4 just eliminated immediately by mid one's damage. Over towards mid one. Over towards Limp he goes. Goes out. They got the follow. Nikobaby's in with the skewer. He's getting a little past the deafening blast. He's out to the side. He's going to hide in the pit. He's away. Saxa with the snowball. Over towards Nikobaby, keeping mid one alive again with that snowball save. The global comes out. Nikobaby able to remove it with the Manta style. Turns into the shaker. Turns to the fish. And trying to create some space for Limp to get out, but it's not enough. Limp surrounded and taken down. A bad fight for Alliance around the pit as OG pushed them back.
Oh my god.
Thompson! Oh, he sees him heading over from the stairs. He doesn't know how he's walked in this area. He drops it down and he gets it right on target.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Thompson Invoker, ladies and gentlemen, 10-0-7. When you don't think it can get any better, it does. It really does.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I got the vision for a second, but it's just like Nikobaby, he's morphs down and just gets literally dies. I can't believe that.
And even, yeah, he didn't, it wasn't like he was on super low HP. Like, the damage must have been close to just being enough to kill him in that burst. But it was there, Thompson.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Cannot run from this map.
Such a big window there for OG. Now they get the rush. They win the fight right outside the pit too. Now mid when he's fully enabled. Now, you know, your Aghanims, it's kind of paid off because you're able to jump back and forth inside of that fight. Now you have a full sage, almost S and Y.
Dire's top tower.
Oh my god.
And you know what, lads? That Sunstro actually followed that thought mid lane. Gonna try for jump mid Saxon. Counterplay snowball in. They've got pretty deep under the tower. He doesn't care. Has the Aegis on the side to get the RP down on West4. He's dragged back, punched up. Will manage to get out though. He's gonna live for now. Haskins jumps in with a stun. Taken out Saxa. Now over towards Seb. See Nikobaby's trying to chase for the further targets. He's got those enchant totem hits. Punch comes out to No Tail. Dragon Tail stun onto Seb. Limp. And Nikobaby they're chasing. Number of enchant totem as Nikobaby picks up a second. Continue to chase this. OG's got to run. Well, he's able to find Nikobaby jumping, looking for Midbon. Midbon's the big target. He's split from the rest of the team. Jump over to the top wave, but still blurred. Doesn't have vision on him. One's going to be able to make it away.
you have on him? Oh, he actually doesn't have that many. That's weird how that interaction works. He used like 15 spells with it on, and it doesn't look like it's actually doing anything anyway. Guess there's maybe something weird with the way it shifts.
Well, I was going to say, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I was trying to keep track of it. It was confusing me. He actually jumps in.
And he's got the lockdown on the mid-one and Thompson. Mid-one's going to go down once. Going to be back from round 2 on the side. No-tail pushing S4 off to the side. Thompson's going to get taken down by Nikobaby. Now they turn to mid-one. They have the stun. They've got a lot of stun. The doubling chart tones coming out for the turn. The mid-one's trying to run, but he's surrounded. He's going to jump over towards S4, but S4 with the self-decrypt fly stays alive. Another jump into the enchant totem and Nikobaby. And mid-one falls. Working. This Morph Shaker definitely proving to be quite a task for mid-one to deal with.
This True Strike is really coming into play. These big hits and just the elusiveness too. Like, oh gee, they've really lacked disables, and now with this kicked in too. Not only does he have the waveforms, but he's jumping back and forth. Now he's got the CDR talent too. So he's always going to be in Earthshaker form in the fights.
Radiant's middle tower.
Now they're up to the base. Nice, they're ready to push him, Nikobaby.
He might one-shot him.
Oh, he's going over. He's looking for this, and they've got it. Nikobaby Morphling making the magic happen. Him and Shaker. It's working out. Really, is it forcing OG right back, Seb? Away and No-Tail actually having to buy back here against the pressure of Alliances. They're taking down this mid tower. Fortification, sorry, the back top protection kicks in momentarily, but the creeps, they're moving back in. They've got No-Tail, they're getting pulled back for this. Baxter comes in with the save. No-Tail's got to be cautious. He's trying to get the RP out, but the stuns are there. It's the die back from No-Tail. Gone for 70 seconds. He's not going to be around for this hold. Jumping from mid-one. Find a first down hands, Ken. Take him out. Before he can climb. In he goes over towards FNG. It's another. Get the two of the up as he looks over towards Lim. Find out that this Nikobaby turns. Global Silence comes into play, already starting to shift up on the strength, and with the Mansa Star, Nikobaby's away. In fact, he can turn. Fish is out. He does it with a shot totem. He's in onto the two of them. It's another kill for Nikobaby. He takes out Saxa. Now the mid-bracks, they're in trouble. Nikobaby taking them out. Strike down, but Nikobaby's put in. He's onto Zeb. Zeb's trying to get away with the invis. Waveform forward for Nikobaby. He can't play 7 time. He's going to turn his attention to the wall. But the silence is kicked in. Nikobaby's got to run. He's got no Mansa for 30 seconds. Nothing to remove this, but he'll live long enough. Still alive for this one.
Gotta get healed up too. Dude, the battle buddies, the chain stun combo between Hanskin, Nikobaby, and Limp, it's real strong. PA Sherry's got this SNY, so there's some status resist, but it's too many plethora of stuns that just keep coming in on top.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're seeing with the Ag, you know, the Blur is helping mid-one in these fights. FNG is trying to come in. He's trying to disarm him with the Fate Cedic, but of course with the Blur, mid-one is able to instantly remove it thanks to the Ags. So a lot of ways, as you say, Alliance able to jump around these fights. Operate control that's allowing them to get to this lead now. They're to a 9k advantage, with just sort of the power that all 3 cores of theirs are hitting. And the main reason for the difference is just that Seb, he is falling behind, struggling to keep up as the silencer.
Thompson too, he did get that splashy Sunstrike, but this crit feels absolutely worthless, I'll be honest with you. It feels like a waste of 2,000 gold in a way for him, where I feel like he could be doing quite a bit more with that. To be able to enable the PA or whatnot. I think he was just feeling it.
Exactly that. That's the only reason he picked up the crit when he did. At the point of the game, he was like, you know, he was starting on the down bottom. He was going to buy whatever he felt that he fancied. And he fancied to play with the Crystallis this game. That was where the money went, but maybe at this point, you still just look at how sort of the gold has been utilized by Alliance, and it's a little more normalized across the board, and it's working out for them.
Yeah, they have like the natural Greaves on the offlaner too, where Silencer can't go for Greaves like Lina did. The Lina went for Greaves in their game when Seb was playing it. This time they don't have that type of thing to counteract and match Alliance's. Alliance is much more about the bigger picture. It seems OG suffering in these last few moments very quickly after they had a pretty explosive moment. Nikobaby, Earthshaker / Morphling.
Bottom tower
now with full Scotty too finished up.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And a Titan Sliver, so base damage, look at it. Wow, 1,300.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is
in the base. Look at Nikobaby.
Dire's middle
Shaker ready to pounce.
Dire's top tower.
He wants to go for mid one.
attack.
Oh, mid one's out with the TP. Is he able to find
It's a
it
long
in
one.
time? Oh, he's off the mark.
Are scanning.
He tries to get for it, Nikobaby, but he doesn't quite get the right angle. It was a good attempt. Right sort of play. May have done it. Not able to predict the exact position mid one.
Hard attack there for mid one. As he really wants to finish this next item, this nullifier, he really needs it to be able to get rid of all these defensive capabilities of Alliance's mid.
He's going to get a jump onto Thompson. Thompson looked at turn. Fisher's out as well. Limit. Second Fisher comes into play and Nikobaby's over. Thompson goes down. He's dead for 100 seconds on the Invoker. After that buyback, still being on cooldown for 4 minutes.
So much chain stun just coming between them. Mid one, he's looking for places to farm to finish up this nullifier. Alliance, you will see, it's too much chain stun. They don't have that same type of control at all in their cults.
Oh, Fisher out. I mean, they're just finding so much setup. Saxa buys time with the snowball. Nikobaby trying to turn, but Saxa's out with the blink. Nikobaby chasing, he's just going to go straight in on this one. The RP is in place. Saxa's still alive. The skewer is close to the base. Not quite close enough. They try and shockwave him in, but he's back out with the jump. Jumping all over the place, Nikobaby.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Into space. Take these buildings, Alliance.
Radiant's middle
And up the racks mid. Onto the tier 3 down bottom.
Radiant's
Still with no Invoker for a full minute. That's a huge part of OG's defense gone.
Is under attack.
They have no way to commit to trying to slow them down during all this.
Radiant's middle
Just
barracks
he's
are
chilling
under attack.
inside that shadow. I mean, waiting for a jump so that they can just stun brother it up. If anyone does step up.
Let's go. Look at it, no down. Nikobaby's going to try for set. The global silence comes out, instantly removed. They're going to try to skew it into the bait. He just jumps out. He just jumps out. They're able to chase with the snowball, but there's no damage to threaten Nikobaby.
And mid one's
issue on the side. They just chain stun him. He's out without buyback. Mid one, he's dead without buyback because of the full investment onto the nullifier. This should be Alliance able to probably just close this one up unless some incredible stuff could come out from Thompson in 10 seconds. Alliance. They're taking them and they're going to call it. It's over. GG is there. Alliance with the big brain plays, the big brain drop. They let OG go straight into the sort of comfort zone.